Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. This is a very late reaction in terms of being late. This is the next day, it is 1:45 as I'm doing this. I've just got home from work, I've just made some chicken and rice. And yeah, this is just, I'm pretty tired. It's Everton nil, Liverpool nil. I watched the game before work. Thankfully, in a video, I'm saying that I've watched the game because there's a lot of games that I just can't seem to get to watch or just see the highlights, and I'm basing it off the analysis of the people online and just the reviews and then other people's reactions. So, listen, I've watched the game. I thought we did very well today. I'm quite proud of the players and the team of where we've got up to. There's a lot of people in the media slating us with our form. We haven't won a game all season. I'm ignoring all that. I'm ignoring all it because instantly they're thinking that we're in a relegation fight already. I don't think we're going to be there. I think it's going to be a mid-table finish, I reckon. People might laugh at that, but listen, Everton have not been in a relegation fight for years, so I don't know why people all of a sudden think that we're the team who are always fighting at the bottom end of the table. We're not. And I think progress is getting made here. And you can see it every game this season, especially, and also just the signings as well. And you know, us not getting Brendan Diaz and a few other signings, we're not prepared to pay that extra bit of money. We're taking a stance on things. You know, we're not selling Gordon. We've already got rid of a big player, Richarlison, who played well apparently today for Tottenham. We're not taking it, and we are wanting to build on the future and whatnot. And we're not prepared to panic buy anymore, which has been one of the issues on the downfalls of this club in the past 6 to 7 years. But yeah, to the game, really, to be honest, I thought he was going to come out the traps. I thought he was going to be flying at them for the first 15-20 minutes, make it really difficult for them. As we know, Liverpool conceded, I think, the first goal in the past, I think 8 in the last 9 games or something like that. So they conceded first, 8 in the last 9 games, and you know, I think that's what we wanted to do. I think Liverpool kind of obviously knew that it was going to be obviously a crazy start to the game. The crowd are pumped up. It's a Merseyside derby. They're not stupid, and I think they kind of pinned us down basically for the first 15-20. They had a couple of chances with Darwin Núñez, fluffed a few, but yeah, some of the headers are a bit off from him as well, which is mad. In terms of his height and whatnot, and his goal scoring record, he looked quite amateur when the balls were coming in. He just was missed time and headers. I think especially one of them, he had all day to head it basically. It was just a bit end to end stuff. Of course, there's a few fouls, a few little pushes. Throughout the first half, it was intense. Liverpool had a fair few chances. I think did a few chances. Salah was kept quiet, I thought. We started with Pickford, Mikalenko, Patterson, Cody, Tarkovsky, which was expected, and then we had Davison, Monana, Iwobi, Gray, Gordon, and Mope. Mope I thought today as well was just everywhere. I felt sorry for him, to be honest. But some of the chances, it was a bit, it's hard in your first game, especially in Merseyside derby. The pressure's just onto another level. And I think it's just been great to see that we've had a striker on today that, a little bit of a focal point, someone who can hold up the ball and whatnot. Just a couple of chances there and there, nothing spectacular. We did have one big chance, to be honest, out of nowhere. I think it was a bit of like a bounce around the box. The ball was bouncing around the box, and I think it just comes to Davis, and all of a sudden, like, I just thought it just didn't feel like we was playing. I thought it was offside. I didn't go, oh my god, we've hit the post. It was just like one of them going, oh, did that just happen? But yeah, Davis also killed it from the outside of his foot, and it hit the post, just looped onto the post. It was so frustrating to see something like that. Normally we don't have many chances against Liverpool, and when we do, in my head, I'm just like, we have to take it because they're going to have about 20 shots this game, 25 shots. You know, we're going to have to take the small opportunities that we get. But listen, it was a good shot, you know, it was a good instinctive shot by him. It was just unfortunate it didn't go in, but it was curling into the net as well. And yeah, it's half time, and you know, to myself was a bit like, yeah, you know, and what I liked as well, the referee in the first half especially was letting the game flow as well, all chips and niggles. He knew what was going to happen. But yeah, I thought, you know, in possession we was quite, you know, he was quite good. In the first half, organised. Liverpool didn't have too many chances. Obviously, Liverpool always look threatening. They can play. They can cut any team open. I thought Fabio Carvalho was very quiet in the first half. I think he picked up an injury as well. Yeah, he clashed his knee with Onana, I think. And yeah, it's reported now he's got a dead leg. And yeah, that's all I can remember from the first half. To be honest, it's been about nearly 12 hours or 9 hours since I've watched it, but 12 hours, 11 hours since I've watched the game. So I just had a little quick check at the highlights, just a brief reminder of what happened. So much happened towards, you know, the second half of the match. I'm not too sure if it's the first half or second half. I think it was the first half, but I'm just going to talk about it anyway. You know, Liverpool come close twice in a matter of 10 seconds. I think it was in the first half, to be honest. Yeah, it was. The ball comes across to Darwin Nunez, and from that point he seemed dead average. There's nothing. He wasn't bringing too much to the team. Obviously, it's a different style of play. Liverpool like to play, and I don't think Nunez was suited. I thought it was quite harsh, by the way, that Firmino got dropped. But yeah, if you pay 70, 80 million or whatever for the strike, yeah, and he's only been out for that, you know, for 3 games, you want to throw him back in. But sometimes you say never change a winning team, and you know what, I still think they regret doing that, to be honest. Yeah, but Darwin Nunez, it's reminded me of a Fernando Torres goal against Blackburn many years ago. The ball just bounces and he just hits it. Pickford, fantastic save, tipped it onto the bar. Ball still doesn't come out to play. I think Diaz picks it up or someone else, and it basically ends up with Diaz going across our defence line and kills one, and it hits the post again and then bounces and nearly hits the other post, but just goes across the goal. Out of nowhere again, very lucky, but very lucky that we didn't concede any of them too. And yeah, I was fit, you know, like I said, going to half time, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, they don't look that great, Liverpool, and I feel like we need to find a plan to expose them a lot more. I don't know how, don't know well. Like I said, I'm not the manager, but I feel like there was more chances for us there to get at them. And maybe Lampard had to be a bit brave in the second half. And then, you know, Fabio Carvalho was off. Who else? Who come on for him? Firmino come on for him. And yeah, God, there's that many chances in the second half. I can't even picture what's going on yet. But yeah, many chances. Majority was Liverpool, to be fair. Firmino had a few efforts on goal, Pickford saving. Just so many to remember. Yeah, corners after corners for Liverpool as well. Just many players for Liverpool just taking a shot on any half chance. I think Salah had one as well. You know, a few of them were straight to the goalkeeper. Some of them were tipped over the bar. Some had, you know, going into the bottom corner and he tips it out for the corner. There's many chances Liverpool had, but it was weird because I didn't feel like I was too under threat with them, as I normally do. But like sometimes it just takes one chance. But yeah, we had a few chances ourselves. You know, Mopay in the box. Could have done, to be honest, should have done better. I think, you know, in a position like that, like I said before, there's pressure. It's his first game, blah 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 blah. But if you're about 10 yards out and you've got all the goal to smash it in and just smashing it straight at Alisson, very frustrating that. We had a few breakaways with Gordon. Gordon didn't have a great game, like I said before, but I thought some of the, you know, the little dummies he does, which I've noticed a lot more recently, he keeps doing in games, and just driving off with the ball as well. was really positive. There's a point I just got a Gay come back on in the second half, which was fantastic to see him back in Everton kit and back at Goodison. He looked, he was sound when he come on. He was making all the right passes, apart from one where I think he passed it to Gray or McNeil maybe, and Gordon was in a well better position. But apart from that, I thought he was fantastic when he come on. Yeah, just tackle after tackle. Patterson just absolutely pockets him. Timiskas or whatever his name is. I can't even say his name. Really hard to say that name. And Robson as well when he come on as well. And Robson got him behind a few times, but at that point Robson's just come on. And Patterson's been legging it up and down all game. So and obviously Robson's a quality left back as well. Just non-stop. We kind of had a few like I said, with the one with Gordon broke away. We had another one where it was come from a corner or something and we broke away again. Just that killer instinct we need to have. Even with the players who are on the pitch who don't score many goals, if you want to reach it to the next level, and this is probably why you're at Everton, you need to have a killer instinct, you know what I mean? You've got to have a kind of an idea when you're going forward. If you're having a breakaway, I think we need to learn more about when we're on the counter-attack. I know it's very different to an in-game counter-attack because defenders are in different positions. You can probably practice all you want, but it's a bit different. But I just feel like some players need to make a few smarter runs. I just always feel like we're not going to score from a counter-attack. But yeah, apart from that, yeah. Liverpool, like I said, had chance after chance, shot after shot. We had a corner come in as well. I think it was a corner. It comes out to just a Gay, and then he whips it back in. It comes to Mope, smashes across goal, and Cody taps it in. I didn't celebrate, to be honest, at first, because when I first looked at it, I was going, wow, Cody was really close to the line there. Didn't really see any other Liverpool defenders was, so I couldn't celebrate. But then when I seen Cody going off his head, I was just like, oh, fuck it, like, let's just celebrate. And then obviously VAR come in and it was rightly ruled offside, but it's just so harsh, isn't it? Like, literally centimetres, and it would have been onside, and it would have been the banter for us against Liverpool for the change, obviously, because Cody's a Liverpool fan. Would have been great. Obviously the celebrations are mad as well. The crowd's going crazy. So, it doesn't mean that we was going to come out of the game 1-0 winners, but it was 19 minutes left. I think we would have put everything on the line to stop Liverpool scoring and potentially get a counter attack and hit them for 2, which I predicted 2-0 today for us, which is overly confident, but I just had that feeling. But it is what it is. We're quite lucky in a sense not to lose the game as well. A few other chances, close chances, some great Pickford saves. Something where you don't even think he saved it. McNeil had a chance for us. He comes across on his left as he always likes to do. Tries to bend it in. I think it's one of the Liverpool defenders, loops over, and Alisson makes a great save. Kind of routine save, I would say, for him. But yeah, tips it over the bar. Didn't have too many chances after that. And then, we did have a chance, to be honest. We had a little breakaway at like 91st, 92nd minute. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you've got to look at them moments and go, someone just make that extra burst of a run. Someone makes that clever, run behind the man or whatever. But it's hard because Liverpool are very good at catching you offside. But there's a chance there as well, potentially, to do some damage. But yeah, in the end, the biggest chance, not really the biggest chance, but the chance to win the game was Salah. Salah was kept quiet all game. I thought Mikalenko had a decent game. Wasn't fantastic. Didn't really do too much going forward, but he kept Salah quiet. But I don't know if that's to do with Liverpool or himself. Because I think on Salah's day, he'll just rip Mikalenko. Yeah, Salah gets on his left in the box, strikes it towards goal, and Pickford again, just the slightest of touches, hits the post. And then I think a few players tried to get in there, and obviously we cleared it away. And we could have easily lost that game. A goal like that would have really annoyed me, so I'm grateful that it didn't go in. But yeah, they hit the post, so 3 times now they've hit the post towards against our first half effort with Tom Davis. And yeah, the game finishes 0-0, and I'm kind of, the crowd are clapping and cheering at the end, and I wasn't for all that. I understand why they did, because we defended great. It's a lot better than what we've seen in recent, especially in the last derby at home. We lost 4-1 last season. A lot better. Had chances to win the game. We haven't been beaten again. We've kept a clean sheet. But yeah, I just felt like it looked a bit like we were celebrating too much. I thought personally, I want us to kind of go, no, this is not the standard we want. I know we're taking it step by step, but I really want us to be really competing and beating the likes of Liverpool a bit more, because our record is horrendous, to be honest. No matter what team Liverpool have had, we just seem to struggle to win against them. But yeah, listen, we'll take it. It's one of the top two teams in the league. Yes, it's Merseyside derby. It's a bit different than any other game Liverpool play, apart from Man United and maybe City. So it's a special game and whatnot. It's a very different, outcome. If we was Norwich City, if we changed our name to Norwich City today, they probably would have battered us 4-0. But because of that Merseyside derby thing behind it, it's always a competitive game, and Liverpool drawn 8 of the past 10 games, I think, at Goodison Park. So yeah, it's still a very good point. Where I think, the way the stakes we're in, and Liverpool haven't been that great this season, that they still thought we were going to get beat, and everyone kind of predicted it. So yeah, we proved a lot of people wrong. Another draw, that's 4 draws in a row. I'm not going to be too downhearted against it. I kind of want Arsenal to win tomorrow, because they won 5 out of 6 in a row. After that, they might think they're going to bit overconfident, Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal are going to be fighting for the title by any means, but they're going to certainly be up there fighting for 4th and 3rd place. So yeah, I kind of want them to win that game tomorrow, and just so bit of I can't see them winning 7 in a row, Arsenal, to be honest. So if they beat United tomorrow, I think we can pick something up against Arsenal away from home, which is a ground which we've always struggled in. But we're just going to have to go in there and defend deep and be that team that no one likes to play against. And it's proved a lot this season that we're very hard to beat. So we're just going to have to see. But yeah, I might do another match reaction tomorrow, by the way, with my mate Jason again, we did a match preview for this Liverpool game yesterday. So if you want to watch that as well, probably no point now because the game's over. But yeah, very good conversation, and I had a good talk with them about everything about Liverpool and us and whatnot. So we could do a match reaction tomorrow, another one, just a bit more analysis of the game and his opinions and whatnot. But yeah, I'm out anyway. I'm gonna eat this food and get to bed and go to sleep and back to work tomorrow. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you all soon.